and then you get Invoker immediately afterwards. I'm not crazy about the Invoker pick. That one doesn't make too much sense to me. And I imagine they're going to ban out the Faces Void in this next phase here in response to it. I mean, Costa Belay does run Weaver, but I think you're still afraid of the Faceless Void.
Void incarnate.
I take Spirit Hero. I mean, Solid gives him a little bit more catch and chase. Getting on top of the Weaver is going to be difficult until you have the Aghanim Scepter on the Void Spirit, though. Unless Bane sets up with a Nightmare, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think you need a little bit more lockdown, though.
I actually am not sure how I feel about the Void Spirit into the Invoker. I feel like I've seen this matchup a lot, and Invoker does fine. Like, the first couple waves are a little bit rough, but once you get, like, your third point in Quas, or, like, second point in Quas, really, like, this lane's super chill.
Yeah.
You just go, like, double Null Tally, and you have plenty of damage to work with.
That is true. That is true.
You don't get the mana harassment out, obviously, because you'll just dissimulate the EMP every time, but
yeah,
you know, and that's one of the big parts of the Invoker is being able to like really harass the enemy mid laner by stealing all their mana, but at the same time, like Invoker still farms the lane fairly well. Like he'll just CS it, I'm pretty sure. Like I don't think Gunner is too upset about this.
No, and Gunner is amazing at CSing in the mid lane. He always manages to find a lot of farm. But yeah, this is the Faces Void ban. Pangolier gotten rid of on the other side. I guess they're worried about that extra lockdown and chase in these team fights. The disarm would also be a little bit annoying. If they're getting rid of the Pangolier, they're getting rid of the Pangolier. What are the odds that they pick up something like a Troll Warlord on Zoomers? Do you think that's too out there? You think it'll be a Costa Belay Weaver or what?
5 seconds.
I could see that. The Legion's banned as well. I would say that Juggernaut is probably decently on there as far as heroes that they might pick. With the Alacrity and stuff, it pairs pretty well, especially with the Wyvern having a slow.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have last pick. And one of the things is like when you go to pick a Juggernaut, like there's going to be certain heroes that are just direct hard counters. Some of them being the Legion Commander. Another one though being Slardar, and it's really not a bad Slardar game. So I don't think you can pick Juggernaut here because if I'm D2 Hustlers, I'd respond with a Slardar.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, we're just assuming it's going to be Yuma on the Manus. They could just throw us in for a loop.
That's true. They could. They could just take this to the offlane. Okay, they go CK. A little bit tankier in the lane. Still does a decent amount of damage and scales well still.
Now hear me out. What if you got Leshrac here?
It's actually not a bad Leshrac game. I like that pick.
Yeah. You just run like Magus into the offlane and you run Leshrac into safe lane.
I mean, you just run Leshrac safe lane. I'm sorry, you'd run Leshrac off lane, is what I'm saying. You still keep Magus.
That might be a little bit
lane.
dangerous. That might be a little bit dangerous against the Chaos Knight. Like you do melt pretty quickly. I think you need a hero with a little bit more bulk. But they've got a lot of time to decide. You need some way to clear out these illusions right now. You are definitely lacking.
Actually, I don't know if you can. Your supports are Willow Bane. I actually don't think you can go Leshrac here.
Sven?
Sven's not bad. You haven't seen the hero a whole lot, but Sven's definitely not bad. That's the benefit of the Magnus pick here, right? It flexes both offlane and safe lane for this team. So
Gyro Chopper?
Gyro's pretty good into the Centaur. I would say PA is not bad. They might go PA. PA is not the greatest into the Centaur, but you do have Mag.
I mean, you'd be jumping the Winter Wyvern. That's the only reason I think that PA might be good. I don't think there's enough heroes that PA is good against here.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. D2 Hustlers, you're right. I think this would make the most sense to go for a carry here. That being said, I think every single time we've seen D2 Hustlers pick Magnus as of recent, it's been for Yuma.
Underlord?
All right.
Juggernaut.
See, I thought about Juggernaut, but it didn't seem that strong to me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it as
they
much.
They pulled a gotcha on 4 Zoomers. But 4 Zoomers, they knew what they wanted. They banned out like the Pangolier and the Sand King. They knew they were going to go for a hero with illusions. They knew they were going to move the Chaos Knights. So they're trying to get rid of the clear. But yeah, Monster on the Magnus, Yuma on the Juggernaut. This makes more sense. A little bit more sense, anyways. I'm curious if he's going to get the Maelstrom on top of
He goes
having
Maelstrom
this
for
in
sure this
power.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're just trying to clear out so much, and you're going to do so much damage. Like if you just Omni Slash every time you see him ultimate or drop every release the Swift Slash. If you can clear all the illusion with a Swift Slash, thanks to the Maelstrom and the Empower, then I think you're in pretty good shape this game.
10 seconds remain.
But yeah, they've got some kill potential down the bottom line. I think they'll probably put
5
Flea and
seconds.
Yuma together and Divide Llama and Monster up in the top lane, even though Flea's been kind of flexing around the 4 and the 5. I do like it when teams do that.
Yeah, same. I think it makes it really does just showcase like the skill of the player, and as we know, Flea very good. I'm not 100% sold on the Juggernaut. I know Yuma likes this hero a lot, but part of me, I just don't see it like really winning this Centaur lane.
Agreed. Now, I saw a lot of people in chat asking what happened to Eternal Envy. He was kicked and replaced with Ghost Abile.
Yeah, he was kicked.
I don't tell you.
He was
Ghost
kicked
Abile's the better
slash
player.
like kind of retired. I don't quite know.
That's you can't fire me, I quit scenario. You can go ahead and make no comment. I'll throw myself under the bus.
No, you're good.
No. Anyhow, this is bound. I think that D2 Hustler's draft is a little bit better this time. I think the main is the better solution to the late game. They're not necessarily just going to get run over. However, I think that the Weave is going to be a problem. I think that Gunners and Vokers is something you also have to be a little bit worried about. So we'll see how they do inside the lanes. If Monster can survive this and not just get like run down by the Chaos Knight, I think they'll be in pretty good shape.
You will be forever.
Another pause to
And
start
we have
this one
another
off.
pause. I just want to watch video games, man. I'm sick of this
feel ya.
pause.
I feel ya.
All my hotkeys were gone, ready.
Oh my
That was very
God.
quick.
How do you set all of your hotkeys that fast? Can someone call up Z-Freak and get what the secret is to that?
A lot of people have a lot of pro players. They bring USBs with them that have their Dota 2 settings to lands and whatnot.
Our thanks.
That just sounds like
quickly
extra
load them in.
work. I would just upload them to like a drive.
What if you don't have an internet connection your computer, like when you're setting it up in the practice room?
Or like when you're getting ready for TI and
In
there's no
fact-
internet.
In fact, Ricky, did you know that I have an enclosure that's an exact copy of my NVMe SSD that I update every single week? So if my drive somehow crashes, I can swap the other one in and have my computer up and ready like it never broke within like a minute.
That's a lot of work.
It's not a lot of work. It's a lot of work if your thing crashes on you.
Consider yourself.
But yeah, my entire computer and all my caster settings could break, and I could have it running again within a minute.
Well, that's pretty sick.
Yeah. It's called being a professional. Z-Freak is a professional, Ricky. That's how he gets his done so quickly.
Yeah, I don't really have much redundancy built into my system.
You mean Jerry doesn't. You don't make mistakes.
This is true.
Remember, the international spirit lives in us all.
Nice little double mana burn for fun, but doesn't get the rune there. Ooh, actually, it's gonna force the Shadow Realm. All right, it'll be fine.
Also gonna force Flea to buy a regen off after that one.
He's gonna grab the D ward. Very nice. This is one of the benefits of Dark Willow. She attacks so fast that other heroes are just like, yeah, screw this, I'm TPing out.
Even though he's sitting at like less than half HP there. Still didn't want to deal with it.
Alright, Bane's gonna come top. Now they do have the Nightmare into Blade Fury, which is really good, but Z-Freak, we saw actually play this Weaver into, I believe, a Bane yesterday and had a fantastic time. He's gonna go ahead and drag this first wave.
Move faster.
I mean, Bane is a pretty good hero at dealing with this. I'm surprised he hasn't used the Nightmare on him just yet, but I guess he's a little bit hesitant given that he already had a little bit of his mana drain. Moo isn't going to be able to get over here in time, though.
He did a lot of damage, though.
He did. But he's got a lot of extra regen. I think he'll be... Yeah, he's going to salve himself back up. While over here in the mid lane, Gunner's already gotten some... Oh, okay, number one
Well,
top.
the Blade Fury did come out top, and Yuma taking a lot of damage. Z-Freak ends up going under the tower for this one. Gonna regret that pretty heavily here. Z-Freak, a couple seconds for the Sakuchi. Might go down to Divine Llama, has one more Sakuchi. Yeah, we'll be able to survive. That was a little bit of a mistake there. You don't see that often.
Yeah, I think he thought he could finish off Yuma, but Yuma, while he was underneath the tower, he's got all this agility and armor already, and the extra tower regen and armor. He just trades with him once he's got the aura there. And Weaver doesn't have very good base stats, so if you're trading with somebody, especially someone with very high base or very low base attack time like Juggernaut, and very high base agility like Juggernaut, you're gonna lose that fight really quickly. Well, look at him, 17 agility on this level 1 Weaver to 37 on level 2 Juggernaut.
That's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, plus the 1.4 bat that he's got, so his attack come off much quicker.
Actually getting aggressive again here on Divine Llama, but this did cause Z-Freak a TPs. He had to run all the way back to base and then TP back out here. So he's not in the best position. Moo did get some nice solo XP in the process though, so he's about to be level 3. I'm curious what his build's gonna be if he wants to try and max out. Okay, I was like, typically you want to get Hoof Stomp in lane, but against the Juggernaut it doesn't really do a whole lot. So
yeah, instead you get to farm fairly quickly and punish it and kind of harass to get a do to you with the retaliate. It looks like he's gonna go for a Vanguard this game as well.
yeah, I like that.
Magnets are dropping pretty low down the bottom lane. You do have good kill potential. Bottom,
Z-Freak top is dead. Yeah, that is first blood. The Nightmare setup here from Divine Llama finally baits him out, and Z-Freak gets a little bit too cocky there.
Yeah, at the very least, Moo's finding himself a lot of farm right now. He's gonna go ahead and start creep cutting. He's got a ring of health on the courier. He needs to send that out to himself before he can go too far. Otherwise, he could get punished by this as well. He doesn't have himself boots of speed, so getting run down from the Juggernaut is a pretty big threat.
That's why he dragged the lane, right?
Yeah, exactly. So he pulls that back to his tower. He really wants to get this Vanguard done. At that point, once he's got multiple points of retaliate, it becomes difficult for Jug to like trade with him for a couple auto attacks and try to blade spin him down.
Bottom lane, nicely played. Oh, so close on the skewer monster. If he gets that, might have been enough to help take down Costa Bile, but Flea on this Dark Willow really doing the heavy lifting here in this lane.
Then the punishment for this aggression. I mean, Monster almost got killed a couple of times here. They've got huge kill potential between the double slows from the Splinter Blast and the Arctic Burn, and then the Chaos Bolt Reality Rift pullback. But this is why I was a little bit concerned about the possibility of them. What was it we were suggesting as an offlaner before? Leshrac. That's why I was a little bit concerned about the Leshrac suggestion. In fact, yeah, there you go. You lose Monster.
He's down here at low HP for quite a while, and finally just gets punished for it.
Yep. She actually went second point into Arctic Burn rather than Splinter Blast. I guess he's spamming this one out a little bit more, and Flea is playing pretty far away from the creep wave. So having a lower cooldown on this thing definitely helps. If you're the main person that you're treated with is Flea, you want extra points in the Arctic Burn rather than the Splinter Blast. And the slow lasts a little bit longer as well.
Watching Gunner and Esk go at it here in the mid lane, and Esk might have just cost himself a little bit of extra damage here, and Gunner with the tornado isn't enough to finish him off. He gets the Fairy Fire in the bottle. He's going to be all right.
Yep.
But one of the reasons you do not want to use that to simulate.
Yep. Tornado actually does damage delayed, so you have time to either pop a stick or a Fairy Fire as you land.
Yeah, Flea managed to take down Husky once again here in the bottom lane.
A little bit cocky with their aggression here, but when you go on to Flea, you know, he's just gonna be able to Shadow Realm and get away from you. So,
ooh.
Top lane, you see that?
Yeah. Sometimes you nightmare. I mean, the thing was, is Z-Freak had just like stood on top of him, so a little bit of a misclick there.
Yeah. Esk ends up eating an EMP to get himself a double damage rune.
Is it worth it though? I don't know.
Nope, it was not worth it.
Does not seem worth it. Z Freak's the one who ends up getting the kill with the beetle.
Yeah. Gunnar timed that one perfectly. Just the moment the rune spawned, the EMP activated. Like, he did not have time to even get the cast animation for the dissimulate off afterwards. He forced him to choose between grabbing the rune or dodging the EMP. And since he grabbed the rune, he did not have mana to get away from anything. So, well played by him.
Gunnar's just built differently.
And wins lanes. Speaking of lanes, bottom. I think they want to commit on to... They probably could commit on a monster here. I mean, they got 2 points Splinter Blast. They might go from here.
Trying to hide the illusion for now, and yeah, there it is. The nice 2-second stun monster, pretty much out of mana, so no way to get this Chaos Man off of him, and there it is, the kill, like you were talking about. Well played.
There's Big Off, and he's going to get his armlet a lot quicker because of that one. No one down here in the bottom lane to prevent this push, and they've got the catapult down here as well, so a little bit of extra gold for all the team if they manage to take this tower. Flea's going to try to do what he can, and they don't have as easy of a time getting on top of him because he can just escape with the Shadow Realm the moment he sees this Chaos Bolt come out onto him. And Moo's doing that creep cutting thing we were talking about earlier. This is why I put the points into retaliate. He can just sit back here with his Vanguard, and Juggernaut's not going to be able to treat with him. In fact, he's forced to just spin TP out.
That's all they wanted, I think. They passively pushed this tower thanks to the Vanguard and the retaliate here on this Centaur, and so it's going to go down here pretty quick.
Yep.
Ooh, the ranged creep. Oh man, unlucky.
Bottom lane. Not much is gonna happen. Well, never mind. They want to run at Flea. They see that he wasted Shadow Realm. Here's the punish.
Stun comes out, but Monster's here. Yeah, it'll be
Ends
alright.
up body blocking him just enough to keep him alive there.
It's a farming ult.
Yeah. Mid lane, Ask sitting at no mana.
Does get one Astral Step away last second, but no way to
The
continue
Nightmare
after the
Surgeon.
Astral Step there. They do manage to find the Weaver here, root him into place, Sakuching onto all of the Brambles just for fun.
He's dead.
High ground miss.
Oh!
All right, sometimes you just have a raindrop, and now Moo's coming in with the Stampede's gonna find Flea here as Stomp comes out, and the damage finished him off more than enough.
At least we're not
Yep.
stuck in court.
And he actually had 2 seconds till his Nightmare was off of cooldown. That's like cooldown increase coming into play there. Could have gotten the save off into Flea. If not for that nerf and 7.30 E.
Well,
Can't see that.
no one saw that, right?
The tornado?
Yeah.
No. Nice dodge. But yeah, Gunnar's just dominating this mid lane here. Nobody can really exist in this lane against him. And even Divine Llama, he's taking damage from the Urn and Cold Snap. He's taking damage from, well, he's forced the Nightmare off the EMP onto himself. But now he's got no HP and mana work with. He's forced to salve himself back up. And that stops him from helping elsewhere if things happen on the map. So your support, if they're soaking in the mid lane, they should be able to rotate to other lanes pretty quickly to help them out. And he's not going to be able to do that thanks to what Gunnar's, the pressure that Gunnar's putting on here.
Top lane Moo's having a great time as well. I mean, level 8 here, farming. Already has that Vanguard on his way to the Hood of Defiance, so going to be a lot more tanky once he has that completed, and just that much more difficult for D2 Hustlers to deal with.
Yep. Yeah. There's the armlet done now on Costa Bile.
I still can't get over this courier from Costa Bile.
Oh yeah, this ugly thing.
I tell you,
I don't want
care.
to look at it.
It's
Don't remind me it
literally
exists.
it's literally Naga Siren and Jabba the Hutt. It's just someone was like, yeah, just see what those two look like as one being, and they're like, yep, ship it.
So busy asking if we could, we had stopped to ask ourselves if we should.
Exactly, dude.
Monster hasn't the opportunity to drop a sick RP yet this game, which is kind of unfortunate. But he's not been farming too well, just due to the fact that again, it's such a high kill potential in with the Wooded Wyvern and the Chaos Knight, and they smoke up to try to find a kill onto people, but They already TP out on the Chaos Knight, so a lot of time wasted rotating all these heroes there, and they're making a long trek back to mid lane. But they're going to find what they want over here. With Husky sitting inside the trees and Gunnar playing Floswex Invoker, like, it is so easy for them to disengage in these fights.
Not to mention Divine Llama. Okay, there it is. I was like, he is like a couple creeps away from level 6, so they will see them now. They have the ward that scouts this on the or not even the ward, it's just day vision. There's gonna go ahead, be the Winter's Curse, follows up Moo. He can stomp him. He gets it. Now the question is, can they finish off the kill? There's gonna be the RP. Yuma pops that stick back up. A nice cold embrace gonna save him from that Omni Slash Moo. So dang tanky behind the tower. The Fiend's Grip even as well. They're gonna go ahead and grab the mid tower in the process. Costa Vile wanting to get active, but I guess a 1 for the tower and a lot of ultimates.
I mean, you used Fiend's Grip, you used Omni Slash, you used RP, yeah. That was really something. There was a sick hold embrace there, though. I ended up keeping him alive a lot longer than he needed business being there for, and I think that's what allowed them to get the tower. So this will give them even more map control. 3 towers now taken, and already putting the pressure into the top tower as well, because the lanes are all pushed in. 3K net worth advantage here, just 12 minutes in. I thought the lineup was better this game on 4 Zoomers, but bottom lane, even though it was like you managed to find a couple of kills, it was a complete disaster from like a CS perspective. Monster does not have nearly as much farm as he should.
Yeah, absolutely. The Juggernaut doing a great job here, you know, well, except that he's not healing himself with his healing ward. Yuma?
Yeah. I mean, compare the net worth in the last hits on Centaur and Magnus. 3,600 net worth Magnus, 5,800 net worth Centaur. He's got 33 to 99, second highest last hits in the game right now on Moo.
This was my concern with the Juggernaut pick. I just felt like Moo's gonna be able to just farm his lane and chill. Some of it, not necessarily just the hero matchup, but a lot of it was definitely how he played the lane as well, and you know, dragging the lane, making sure they had the space, and you know, Z-Freak having some tactical deaths there. Moo stomp just off the mark, doesn't manage to catch, but as the result of that knowledge, Invoker gonna know that they're coming here in the top lane. EMP comes out trying to slow them. He still has Tornado available. They just turn around. They're like, never mind, we don't want to mess with you, Gunner. Please leave us alone.
Moo's coming. He doesn't have Stampede available, and he doesn't have Blink Dagger, so it's too difficult to get on top of them if they're not playing by the trees or walking up this hill, though. They put the pressure onto the bottom lane. Z-Freak is down here, but that's just a position 4. Like, they've committed 3 heroes down here. If he can somehow slow down this push, like, you're not gonna get your hands on Z-Freak. He's too good, man. The man's got schmoves.
You're a big fan of the schmoves.
I'm a big fan of Z-Freak.
Bottom lane, all of it, just a distraction is Yuma. Out here all alone, does have Omni Slash, but goodbye to your mana pool. Will get topped off thanks to the mana boots there. Fiend's Grip came out onto the Weaver?
So they missed the RP, Fiend's Grip the Weaver, and I think Monster was so embarrassed by missing the RP that he didn't even bother trying to go on Z-Freak.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well,
like
Fiend's
I said,
Grip
the man's
and
got
RP
schmoves.
down just for the 4-position Weaver?
Yep.
Oh, that feels rough.
I'm surprised they even got the Weaver there. But he did end up going for the Maelstrom, and I don't know, half your topic. We don't want to throw D2 Busters under the bus too much. They've got Empower and Maelstrom on this Juggernaut, so he's going to have tons of AoE damage to deal with this Chaos Knight if he can keep up with Goes to Belay's farm.
Can they bring down Esk is the question. He doesn't have another Astral Step, but does have a Dissimulate. Top side here, Gunner catches him with that Tornado. Sunstrike, perfectly timed. What a gamer.
Yeah. Really needs to complete this. Wait, does he have it done? Yeah, he does have the Yule Scepter done. Just want to play a big part of keeping him alive. Good. Making space right now for Yuma, but still falling further behind. 3K net worth advantage hasn't changed the last 2 minutes here, but it's pretty evenly distributed here on 4 Zoomers, and you're going to be able to control up the Juggernaut this game. Like, you have your BKB piercing disable in the form of Winter's Curse, and you have a lot of stuns. You got Centaur, you got Invoker, you got the Chaos Bolt. There's too much heavy lifting for one hero to do by himself against this 4 Zoomer lineup. So even if Yuma gets all the farm in the world, even if he happens to be like the perfect counter with like the massive amount of AoE damage between the Maelstrom and the the cleave from Empower, I don't think it's going to be enough.
Is under attack.
Moo also
Literally.
just picked up his Blink Dagger and TP's top, ready to fight in case they want to try and defend this top tower, and it looks like they are going to opt for it. Fortification comes through, trying to get vision on these backline heroes. They will see Divide Llama. Stampede comes out, and there's the Blink reveal as they just completely destroy that Bane. Gunner on the backside will find the Dark Willow as they knew she was here somewhere. Z-Freak given all the knowledge that they need, and that is a quick 1-2.
What can you do? They're not going to go high ground, are they? I don't think there's much stopping them. They've got a catapult. They already used the fortification. If Moo tanks this one up with his Vanguard and just returns onto the tower here, I think they could just take the tier 3. Moo? You're dropping it. Moo, you got it. Moo.
He's got his courier picking up. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I guess they don't want to... They get a little bit of shit damage away on the tier 3 tower, but I guess they are a little bit worried about this Magnus stealth. They don't want to get hit by, like, an RP and be cleaved down. They do have a lot of AoE damage they can do here. A lot of AoE control between the Magnus and the Dark Willow following up with Terrorize.
Monster is on his way to this Blink Dagger, and he's so close. Be a big power spike for them if he can make something happen with that first Blink reveal. Yuma cleans up a big stack there in the jungle and goes ahead and takes the first net worth position.
Yeah, finally. I mean, it is crazy that he isn't sitting at the first net worth position with Maelstrom and Empower. Like, the fact that Chaos Knight has managed to be so close to him in farm is pretty nutty.
Supposed to be like God, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
This guy's good.
there's a reason why he's unfortunately missed out. There it is. Aegis claimed,
picked up.
18-minute mark yet.
9 heroes smoked up here, fighting in the mid lane. About to break out. I'm pretty sure they saw Yuma, but they managed to catch the Void Spirit of all things. Goes to Bile. Can they actually find these heroes? A big Terrorize comes through from Fleet. Nicely done.
Yeah, that needed to happen for them to get a disengage off there. And Yuma continuing to farm. I'm not sure he's got the time that he needs, though.
They want to go for it. It seems like
they can't fight with the Aegis.
they have a blink on Moo. If he sees these heroes, he can go in. He gets up with a nice blink out from Monster. Costa Bile still protected by these Phantasm Illusions, and he's just going one after another. 2 heroes dead. Now Pig mode activated. Dark Willow wants out of here. Yuma forced to Blade Fury on out, but there's a blink coming soon, and they're going to be able to find on the bottom line as Esk. Tornado comes through, doesn't connect, just barely.
They managed to get out, but again, not good. End up losing 2 heroes. They forced a buyback there on the Bane. The Magnus, he didn't use his RP, but this is just a level 1 RP. And again, with the Aegis still up on the Chaos Knight, he can't commit this. They need to be able to bring this guy down like a single Omni Slash. If he gets back up and your abilities aren't cooldown, I think they're just able to go up high ground in another game here.
That's gonna mid lane does need to be careful. Costa Bile goes in, gets that self Yule stun, followed up by Moo and big Winter's Curse here from Husky. Do they have the damage though? Big Tornado. I think S gets out, yeah, and they get the RP as well. They turn it around. A little bit of I think a misplay there on that Winter's Curse. They needed the damage to come through, and now there's going to be an even worse situation. Costa Bile stuck behind the tower. Omni Slash makes quick work of him as Yuma securing that kill. Now Gunner clipped by the dust into the Bramble Maze. A huge win here for the side of T2. Husky they take down 2, looking for a 3rd here on the side as chasing down Husky. Assimilate onto the low ground. Oh, it ends up leaving him on the high ground, and Husky, no TP though.
Oh no, Monster. He's making a break for it. He's running, but he has to. No. He could have popped the salve onto himself.
Bruh.
Get out of there.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think he's making it out of here, Neph. Oh, the taunt. Oh no.
Oh, there's action happening elsewhere. Yuma's trying to push the mid lane and take advantage of the fact that heroes are finally dead.
Blink stomp to the mid lane. They get the Dark Willow. She's gonna be quick to fall.
Finish off by.
They did commit the
Sakuchi.
Stampede for that though.
Yeah. Fun fact: did you know Sakuchi never used to do damage to heroes that you couldn't collide with?
That's ass. What? Why was that a thing?
Yeah. I don't know, but it was a thing for a pretty long time. So if somebody was shadow bladed or had phased movement, you couldn't damage them with Sakuchi. I don't know why it worked like that, but it did.
That's
But,
a spaghetti code thing. I'm almost positive.
Yeah. So he's Shadow Realmed there, but they fixed that one a while ago. Anyhow, they didn't manage to take the mid tier one tower, but I think that they need to commit for this one the next time they have RP available. Like, they have so much map control because of this mid tier one tower. We talk about the importance of it all the time on these casts, and even though the meta has changed the last couple of times, like the way you play the map hasn't changed for the last like 2 years.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to see a 3-man smoke here from D2 Hustlers, but again, because of this tier 1 tower mid, Zoomers are like already just grouped up here, ready to fight. Yuma, doesn't end up following up after the RP. They do catch the Invoker in a nice nightmare, but Monster, he's in no man's land.
And he's just down. At the very least, Yuma's gonna use his space to farm. They're just gonna barrel down the mid lane here off of this one though, because again, this is. Wait, he used RP there?
Yeah, he RP'd and only ended up getting Gunner, and that's why they decided to back.
Yeah. Alrighty then. Yeah, all they can do right now is try to split push here.
Lane, they found Yuma. He does have Blade Fury as well as the Omni Slash. He's just holding it for now. Omni does come out. We get a decent chunk of damage, and there it is, the Blade Fury into the TP. That's pretty optimistic.
Yeah, he couldn't Blade Fury TP out of that one.
Yeah,
because Husky was there.
Yeah,
he just would have gotten Winter's Curse. So I think he should have just accepted his death without trying to use the Omni Slash. But I think he was trying to buy a little bit of time or something. At the very least, they didn't lose the tier 2 while Magnus was down. But having your Juggernaut go down means that it gives Chaos Knight even more opportunity to catch back up. And this Chaos Knight is starting to get very tanky. He's got Armlet, BKB, Echo Saber. He got this I've got to get up next. At that point, the Winter Wyvern's done a great job of getting the Cold Embraces off every time he tries to Omni Slash somebody as well. So it needs to be like Void Spirit's job to jump the backline, get the silence off on the Winter Wyvern while Omni Slash comes out off onto Chaos Knight. Like, again, you're forced to thread the needle in these team fights so much on D2 Hustlers. And even though it wasn't as bad as it was in the last game, the fact that they haven't managed to take this tier 1 tower and get any extra map control, this shows the difference between like these two teams and their ability to put pressure on the map.
Oh, Fleet. Nice teamwork there. I was gonna say though, like you talk about Eskin's going to the backline and signs up these heroes. He's still over 1,000 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't have it quite yet. So
yikes.
Once he does, you know, you have that possibility. But at the moment, like you've got this Yule's phase boots, double null tally point booster. You're pretty tanky, but you do need the utility that's going to come with that Aghanim Scepter here fairly soon. Oh, a little bit of a disconnect here from Husky. Hopefully the coordinator not just randomly booting people.
I don't think it's booting people. I think we already hit our maintenance, so things will be back up and working pretty soon. All right. So yeah, he's 700, 800 gold away from this Aghanim Scepter. Once he's got that one, dealing with the Winter Wyvern, getting these Omni Slashes off is going to be a little bit easier. But still, you have to commit pretty far onto the back line. You have to get past heroes like the Chaos Knight and the Centaur. If you miss the Chaos Knight, you manage to get the Reality Rip off on you, and you don't have any armor, which you don't right now, you're going to die instantly to the CK.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
Yeah. All right, what else we got going on right now? I mean, Flea's got a Yule Scepter that'll buy him a little bit of time if they try to commit on him in the team fights. Like against this Chaos Knight especially, he just becomes food the moment his Dark Realm is off. So having the extra 2.5 seconds and forcing the Chaos Knight to kind of sit around is going to be a pretty big deal. So I do like that item pickup. Lincoln Sphere on the Weaver. That one I don't 100% understand. I guess he's going to go for like the clutch saves against the Bane. Nightmare Fiend's grip disables. But you can take off the Lincoln Sphere pretty easily just by throwing an Enfeeble onto somebody. That's why I put a point into it.
Yeah, I just don't really see a situation where like this Lincoln's is necessarily better than him just having an Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they're just worried about the Fiend's grip. Like, but again, you have Enfeeble. It's like a 7-second cooldown ability.
And Enfeeble's cast range is something else.
Yeah, it is. It's only getting even better once he gets this Aether Lens as well. Oh. I don't know. I'm not about to question Z-Freak too much, though. Man's a god. Working on an Arcane Blank on Moo. Interesting. He doesn't have his shard done yet. Wait, does he? I can't believe he's going to get away with this. He's just going to go Arcane Blink is like his first real item. He's got Vanguard and Hooded Defiance and Arcane Blink.
That's pretty amazing.
There's no way he's actually going to do this, right? He'll build the Shiva's Guard, right?
No. He's going Arcane Blink, neph. Don't question him.
How long does Arcane Blink effect last again?
Like 5 seconds?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
6 seconds.
I was gonna say 5 or 7, and I would have been wrong on both counts. God damn it.
70% cooldown reduction. So you could probably only get off 2 double edges. You could reduce the cooldown for 2 of them.
I like to refer to that as
cooldown for 3 of them.
I like to refer to that as the squared edge.
Yeah, you reduce the cooldown for 3 of them. If it is a 4-second cooldown, so you use the first one, it gets off a cooldown. Second one, and you could use another. So you'd have 3 very quick double edges.
So you have the
If you
shard.
get the Aghanim Shard, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If you have the Aghanim Shard, it could be pretty good. I don't understand, man. I'm sure Moo's just having fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That sounds like Moo.
A lot of lines
Goes
being
good.
drawn on the map right here. A little bit of a smoke play here from Forge Zoomers as they head into their own jungle. They'll reclaim their outpost and TP back mid. They want to fight. Stampede comes out. They grab the DD. Moo, he finds a bait up on the high ground though, and the question is there any way to punish him for this? That was such an aggressive blink, but doesn't seem like it. Costabile pops that Phantasm looking for him. The RP, it's dodged by a Yules from somebody. Monster now catches a stun, but it's the big question is, can Yuma get out of here? Nice terrorize onto 2. Husky still has this Winter's Curse. There's going to be the tornado off the mark, not going to connect, and looks like all teams will disengage.
Yeah, but you know, we're forced to use Omni Slash and your RP there. Moo, I don't know. The Arcane like really didn't accomplish too much in that team fight. He couldn't manage to get off of the Juggernaut as he jumped up the hill. The Juggernaut had very quick response with that Blade Fury. But they're gonna go right into Roshan afterwards. I don't know, man. I'm probably focusing a little bit too much on this Arcane Blink right now, but with those cooldowns used, I don't think you can be able to contest this Rosh.
I mean, I'm a little bit confused on it as well, so don't feel too bad about it. Smoke up in the mid lane. They did have a ward that saw this, so they know that they're coming. Yuma gonna be late to the party though, and they will just back off.
Elven Tunic found by the Juggernaut. That's a nice find. Hold on to that one. Unless you can get a Titan Sliver to replace that one with. Actually, you might just want to hold on to the Elven Tunic. The Titan Sliver might be kind of good, though. I don't know.
Both good, basically.
Yeah.
Another
They
5-man
still haven't managed-
smoke.
Yeah, they still haven't managed to take this tier 1 tower at the Die Half, and again, they've been playing around this thing so much. I think that's something they need to work on if they're playing more scrims together. Is finding a way to make space to take the tower off of Zoomers in the early game.
As
And
in, rough place to TP, as it's going to be caught there by the Centaur. Oh, I know why it went Arcane Blink, neph.
Why?
It's a cast reduction on the Hoof Stomp.
Yeah, I mean, it comes off faster.
It comes
That's
off
given.
a lot faster.
30% faster. But I'm not sure if that's fast enough.
Oh, it's pretty quick. I saw it in that last, like when he just hoof stomped the Willow there, it's pretty fast. The goal is he wants to be able to like hoof stomp Yuma before Yuma can press Blade Fury. And now he has, Yuma literally has 50% less time to do that. So it's pretty good. They catch the Weaver here. Lincoln's not going to save him. They also get a Fiend's Grip out onto the Invoker. Moo comes in, stops him, but it's not going to be enough. They get the kill, Stampede out, and 2 quick pickoffs there for the side of D2 Hustlers.
Yeah. I got the right heroes as well. You get the Chaos Knight, they're able to just re-engage, and your abilities are on cooldown, so it's going to buy them another minute of this Aegis timer. I don't think they'll be able to get the tier 1 tower off it, even still. I don't think they should go for it, in fact.
Ooh, Yuma, very quick reaction there. That would have been definitely a death if that Chaos Bolt hit.
Yeah, the Reality Rift unfortunately gave it away, though. But yeah, they did want to try to get the tier 1 tower. They know how important it is, but not able to get up that hill.
Zoomer's doing a really good job at protecting it. Like they actually just have to like backdoor it at this point.
Yeah, but if you try to backdoor, I mean, Warwick is going to be there. He's going to hit you with a Winter's Curse and set up the rest of the team to arrive. Esk can try to push in the mid lane again. But again, they do such a good job, Zoomers, of playing the enemy side of the map. Flea's struggling to have an actual game. He's pushing out the bottom lane by himself. I mean, he's the only person that can show down here.
Ooh, the top lane, they find Costabile, ends up being a real one, and now they do have to be very careful. Turns his attention onto the Divine Llama, gets the stun, gets the kill, walks out with BKB. Age is still there, but a huge Winter's Curse in from Husky. Question is, where's the follow-up, as they're just not able to connect onto any of these. Costabile will finally go down, losing the Aegis. Tornado through, but Monster dodges it perfectly, able to get a two-man terrorize fall at the skewer. The question, can they actually finish anyone off? Chaos Knight saving the cold embrace underneath the tier 1 tower, but it's Yuma on the backside as he takes down the Winter's Wyvern, but he's stuck all alone inside an ice wall and a hoof stomp. He goes down. They trade 2 heroes here.
This is honestly a favorable trade for DG Hustlers, though. If they can get this Chaos Knight, who feels so incredibly farmed, it's a pretty big deal. All right, never mind. They lose Flea again. Can they get anything else off of this? No.
Seafreak managed to dodge out that Remnant, so
yeah,
doesn't look like
but
it.
This Chaos Knight is so tanky. I think he's just gonna build like a heart or something next, so it's even more difficult to take down.
Well, they're gonna be able to find Moo, and Invoker on his way over to try and save him. Nice tornado. The EMP comes out as well. Esk out of mana. Monster, he's the only way to stop him. He gets the RP off. A nice Fiend's Grip onto the Invoker as well. Moo goes over to cancel it. They're keeping themselves alive, and Bane, he's just going down to these forward spirits. Monster ticking down as well. Spirit Vessel doing some work. Sunstrike almost runs right into it. Both heroes escaping on a sliver of HP.
But they didn't get anything off of that. They used the RP. They used the Fiend's Grip there. They could have gotten one of them, but they tried to get both. They were way too greedy. I mean, I can understand why they tried to do that there, but Mo, you need to finish this guy off. He's got so much HP regen. He is so tanky as well. He's sitting at like, I don't know, 100 HP there for like a couple, I don't know, like 10 seconds, and no one wanted to like hard commit on to him because they figured he'd just get finished off by like some of the damage from the spores, but it wasn't enough. I think he's gonna start to go for other items now, though. He's got the Lotus Orb queued up, which is going to be a pretty important pickup against the Bane. I like that a lot more than I like the Lincoln Sphere pickup on Z-Freak here. And speaking of, he ended up going for a Maelstrom, so he's just looking to farm up. I think he realizes that D2 Hustlers are just going to be defending high ground, and they control the majority of the map. So they want to get themselves a net worth advantage.
I'm also excited to see the potential for an anime fight breakout between a double Omni Slash. Those are always my favorites.
Yeah, Lotus Orb, Omni Slash. My eyes, they can't follow their movements.
Actually, I have there's a clip somewhere. I don't remember where it is, but I was playing Anti-Mage, and I Lotus Orbed a Omni Slash, and we instantly killed Roshan. We went over the wall into the Roche pit, and Roche just died. This was like 60 minutes into the game. We were both like 6 slotted or something. It was pretty funny.
That sounds sick.
Roche just like ate an Omni Slash from a Juggernaut and an Anti-Mage that were like both 6 slotted. His health bar was just gone.
That's awesome. I think one of my favorite like anime fights in Dota was Hiko was playing a Rubik. That was when Troll Warlord eggs you could target your allies and keep them alive. So it was like a troll against a Terrorblade fighting, and both of them were at no HP for like 7 seconds, hitting each other. It was like a game-winning ultimate as well.
Always, yeah.
Yeah. With a fight near the enemy team's throne.
Now, did you do anything fun for Halloween this year? Did I ask you that?
I went to see Dune.
Oh, that's right. I also saw Dune on Halloween.
Yeah.
I saw it in IMAX. It was great.
I didn't do anything else though. I just spent like 3 weeks in, well, 2.5, 3 weeks with one of my friends in Germany.
Yeah, I heard that. I remember that. That was nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna be doing a short trip down to the States in a couple days.
Oh, nice. You're coming to see me, right?
Yep. I think you're actually casting with ET for a day or two because I'm gone.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I'll miss you, buddy.
I'll miss you too.
You're in good hands though.
I am, yeah.
Get
Much
to
more
cast with
capable
actual-
hands, to be honest. Really, but it's
actual good player.
fine.
I don't know what Neph's talking about half the time, to be honest.
Usually anime, but
Yeah. We got Flea back. We're talking about anime in the lobby as well.
yeah, we were. All right, there
Did
we
you
go.
see that conversation I had with the admin?
Oh, I did not. Oh, hold on, we're still paused. Looks like, oh, okay, there's the G's.
You're probably better off not showing it on stream. I'd get myself in trouble.
Now I really want to know what this conversation was.
Don't worry about it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
All right, they're smoking up now on 4 Zoomers. So again, the complete map control. They're gonna try to find a kill. They just they're flying out on the Chaos Knight. It's Titan Sliver. Wow, he does have a lot of HP. I think he's up to like 4,100 with his armlet activated. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. But again, threading the needle in these fights is necessary. Esk needs to get on the Winter Wyvern in the back line. The Winter Wyvern, he's going to be sitting pretty far back because he's got a Blink Dagger. So again, you've got his solutions to this Void Spirit. I'm trying to wrap around on them though. They ping out. They see the observer. This is perfect.
Oh, Moo's the one that they find. Great pushback. Tornado comes through. Does catch a bunch of heroes though, and Hustlers kind of split in the fight for the moment. Husky will be the first to go down though, and a nice terrorize catching Kostabila. Yuma chasing after him. He's still got the Omni Slash available. He's gonna drop it, but he just drops the Phantasm, and these illusions are gonna be absolutely melted here. A big RP as well. A great Winter's Curse from the buyback here of Husky. In comes the Cataclysm, a huge hoof stomp. They turn it around on 4 Zoomers. 3 heroes fall.
Forced to buy back there, but that Husky buying back into that one set up exactly what they needed. The Winter's Curse into the huge hoof stomp to the Cataclysm, and I think they just lost the game off that. Flea's now down, Gunner with the ultra kill. They've got no way to defend. They already used their Fortify as well.
Gunner Invoker, man. This guy is styling right now.
Yeah. Yeah, no buybacks here. They could just go straight for the tier 3, skip the rations, go for the tier 4s and end the game. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, they are indeed. They know there's no buyback on a couple of these heroes. Divide Llama bought back for this fight. Moo comes in, the instant stun, baby. That thing is so dang fast. Kostabila just slaps him down.
There's no way they have the time in order to defend from this one. This game is going to be over. I mean,
Except
by the
my
time these heroes are
offering. Did you see Esk him? Oh, he delivered the bottle for buyback. What a genius. That's so smart.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, nice Yules, but an Atos from the Weaver. S doing what he can, but it's not going to be enough as 4 Zoomers will clean this game up, finishing off the series 2-0.
Playing the map so well in both games. That tier 1 mid tower is still standing. They were never able to grab that one, so extra map control made it so much easier for them to take these fights on D2 houses. But the end of the game there, that buyback there on Husky, setting things up on Juggernaut with the Winter's Curse for the Cataclysm, that's what won them this game at the very end. Such a sick play there by Husky.
Man, it looked the fight looked really bad when Kostabila got RP'd there too. I was like, oh no,
Yeah.
like RP'd inside the Omni Slash. Like, what do you do? And then Husky's like, don't worry, dude, I got this.
Yeah.
Such a sick play. Great call from him to get back into the game and Gunner and Moo both holding their spells, waiting for that Winter's Curse to set this one up
Yeah.
and close it out.
Yeah, but it was a lot of things this game. I mean, you take a look at the 10-minute mark where all the heroes sit as far as net worth goes. The Invoker was a little bit ahead of the Void Spirit, but it's night and day the difference between the Centaur and the Magnus. Like, he did not have nearly the same impact that Moo had. And even though they're like the smoke up the hill there when they had the Observer down, it was pretty good. The fact that they caught Moo instead of a hero like Gunner originally is kind of detrimental to them. And I don't know. I think that's something that D2S does have to work on a little bit, getting extra control of the maps. They have a little bit more space to maneuver around with. Because all game, it felt like they were on the back foot, and he was keeping up with the Juggernaut's farm, even though he had no business farming as fast on Coast of Belay.
Yeah, you just played super well, and Zoomer is getting a 2-0 now for the second day in a row. But we've got a lot of games left to play. We're going to be seeing Simply 2-Base versus Hikori coming up next, which should be really slick. Hikori had a fantastic showing yesterday, Simply 2-Based. We'll see if they can step up and close that one out. And then we'll be wrapping the day off with Black and Yellow versus Arkosh, another North American. Well, is Black and Yellow really a North American team anymore? They are, right? They're still technically North American.
Sure, smile.
Okay. We'll be
With
seeing how it
three
plays
something-
off. Well, who even knows what Arkosh is at this point? You know, it's a total mystery outside of Monkeys Forever. So, but yeah, a lot more Dota to be played. Nev, anything you want to say before we throw it to a quick break?
Thank you so much for watching this game, everybody. Next one bound to be another banger, as we do here at the BTS Pro Series. Stay tuned. More
All right.
action ahead of us.
We'll see you then.